Okay, yeah, it's kind of crazy that this is in Minecraft. What? Yeah, so I've kind of like been really into liminal spaces lately, like the back rooms and stuff, and so I was like, Minecraft can be kind of creepy. So I scraped the best possible shader packs right off the internet and got onto a new flat world to see what I could do. Now, one liminal space that I really like is the pool rooms. So I'd like to try to recreate something along the lines of this image right here, if possible. I'm not sure if that kind of light will work in Minecraft. So I think we need to start with a box. Wall 1, wall 2, wall 3, wall 4. It's 2 blocks thick by accident. I'm gonna add the ceiling later so that I can actually see in here. Floor has been floored. And now to create sort of this partitioned wall effect thing, I'm gonna start with a wall straight down the middle. Boom. And now I can just punch some holes in it, hopefully, to create sort of the effect I'm going for. So like maybe just a couple holes of different sizes and shapes maybe. I'm not trying to recreate exactly what the picture is, just sort of the vibe, so I guess I can kind of just do whatever I want. I'm also going to create some holes here so I can make some dark passageways. What in the heck? Boom. You know what? I actually think I want this to extend farther in that direction, so we're gonna remove this real quick. And now I just basically kind of need to start chucking stuff around, trying to make things that look at least somewhat interesting. I didn't actually even think about sun direction when I did this, so I don't think I'll be able to get sun to shine through there probably. I'm also going to attempt to use some black concrete to create sort of a sense of darkness back here, but I'm not really sure if it'll work. I guess we'll see. Now we got to get some water in this thing. Click, click, boom, water. Already starting to look pretty sweet and liminal. I'm going to create a short hallway that goes off in this direction to sort of create an off tunnel that doesn't really have any focus in the scene, but at least looks like it exists. Boom. Yeah, so you can see the inspiration between this one and my version. So let's go ahead and get a roof on this thing and get it lit up. Click there, boom, roof. Now it is going to be very dark and scary inside, so I just need to figure out how to light it up. Whoa, that's really cool. In fact, I kind of want to just turn on the shader pack. Also, that light coming through that wall over there looks really nice. In fact, I kind of just want to like just throw some holes, like some striped holes through this wall right here, and like put, I don't know, do something just to let light in. And then just like turn on the shader pack and just see what we have already. Alright, time for my recording software to break down. What? There is no way this is Minecraft. I know it's probably lagging horribly for you guys, but oh my goodness, I cannot believe how crazy good this looks. You can barely even see any of it, but it already has that liminal, like, unsettling sort of vibe to it. I gotta get some more light in here. Now, I would normally use sea lanterns for this, but the only problem is they look good here, but they're actually yellow in the shader pack for some reason, so I kind of need to come up with a different solution that doesn't look weird. Okay, so hopefully my game isn't breaking, but as you can see, they are extremely not white light, and they also aren't illuminating much as they are, so I might, if I'm being honest, I might just need to like punch more holes in the walls. Like that looks kind of sick as it is. I'm thinking don't go crazy though. We want to keep minimal light and maximum vibes. Put that on a bumper sticker. Now, I would love to try this again with the shader and have a look at what it's like, but every time I load the shader and then unload it, I have to restart Minecraft because my recording software freaks out, so I'm just going to fix it up off camera, and then I'll show you what I got. Now I'm kind of just going through r/liminal space trying to find a good idea, and yeah, I'm just going to see if anything pops out at me that I can use. So I'm going to go ahead and try something simple like a stairway and see if I can create sort of a liminal mood in like a really simple place. So as per usual, we start with a wall. Quartz seems to be quite a theme around here, as we can see. That's something else that has nothing to do with this video, but now are there any gray stairs like that? I want concrete stairs. I wish those were a thing. I want something with a smooth texture, maybe almost tough. It's got green in it though, but maybe andesite or stone. I could try stone. I could try a few different materials, I guess. Now I can't really create this angled look. That would be cool, but that's not really a Minecraft thing. So instead, I'm just going to put an iron door at the end, and I'm hoping that it won't look too Minecrafty, because it definitely looks like a Minecraft iron door. Not sure how well this is going to do the job, but you have to wait till the shaders. And we need some light in here. One thing that I kind of like about this is that we have a brighter light kind of like over here, and so I can try to do that with some kind of light, Problem is, with one of the shaders I use that I like, it makes the sea lanterns kind of yellow, so I might not be able to use that shader on this one. But yeah, we have more light down there, which I like, and we have a little natural light coming from up here, which I think is good. I also need to put something behind this door because you can see through the little windows. Not sure if that looks good or if I should put something else back there, but that's what it is for now. So that was a mega success. Let's see if we can find anything else. So my next idea for a liminal space is this famous image right here. I'm not even sure. Okay, I'm not even sure what it is exactly. If it exists in real life, I think it does. I don't know, but it's really spooky and cool. So I'm gonna try to build something that's kind of like this. So I'll start with a big long wall, and now I basically just make a box in the same way. Okay, this is coming out potentially too big already. All right, big box has been boxed. Now I need to create a bunch of windows in it. I'm not exactly sure how to do that without taking 10 years. So yeah, I need to figure that out. So I'm choosing to start with the floor instead. This is already feeling interesting. And then we have this weird, like, green sort of shape in the floor. I don't really know what I'm looking at. So, what do we think? I mean, it kind of is. I can't get a good view of it without it pausing, but, like, hey, for being in Minecraft, it's not bad. Although these lines are a little thin. I might need to thicken these up a little bit by adding another strip down the side. All right, let's get some windows in these things. Okay, that was actually really easy with World Edit. So here we go. We have a bunch of holes now. And we have a bunch of black windows. Very cool. But not all of the windows are actually black in this one. So I guess we could try to recreate like some little scenes or put some light back there. Now, though, it's time for the roof, which will immediately make it very dark. And we'll need to fix that. Oh, yes. Very spooky dark. But we don't want it to be very spooky dark. It's kind of dark and dim, but not like fully dark, though. So I've put a little, like, I don't know, I put a little room up here with a painting in the back just for some kind of visual thing back there. And yeah, I mean, it gives a little pop. But I tried to put tinted glass to darken it, and it worked. But I think it needs to potentially be even subtler, maybe? I'm not sure. Yeah, that looks pretty cool right there. Yeah, that has kind of a nice effect with the yellow glass in that corner, I feel like. I feel like that's pretty good. And in the image, there's quite a bit of light coming from behind the camera, so I think I'm actually going to leave this side open so that we can get some natural light in here and hope that that'll kind of illuminate some of the front of this. And then I might need to add some extra light down here somewhere, or maybe like a skylight or something potentially. We'll see. So I kind of got the idea of like an infinite set of power lines just going into the distance. Not exactly like this, but like I just saw the power lines and was inspired by that. So I think I can actually make some decent power lines in Minecraft. So that's what I'm trying to do here. Get some of these up the side maybe. I don't know. Select the positions. I think I should be able to go / stack 20. And they'll just go off in the... That's a rather high number of them, but you get the idea. And there they go, off into the distance. And there's nothing but power lines. I'm not sure if this is gonna... I feel like if I do some interesting stuff, I might be able to make these look good. Let's see what we can do. So that's how I made a bunch of liminal spaces in Minecraft. So here's a montage of all of them together with some music that will make it feel even liminaler. Liminaler? Liminaler.